Hi, it's your girl Charlie. I haven't did a video in a long time. So today I'm going to do a brief video because I talked about the surgery I had, the Tramflap surgery, and how the doctor did not do a good job. I mean, he didn't listen to me. And I ended up with two bacteria infections. And I know one of them was called Pseudomonas and the other one was Kaki or something like that. However, I almost lost my life. So what I did was, because I became afraid. I'm just going to put it like that. Trauma is real. The events traumatized me, plus I had already been overcoming some layers of trauma from the breast cancer battle itself. And then life, to be honest. So I got a letter in the mail and I opened it this past Monday. And basically the complaints that I filed with the medical board in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the state's attorney general's office, because trauma held me back. I kept getting locked down emotionally when it came to the situation, pursuing a lawsuit. It's a lot of work because I talked to this particular attorney, and she seemed interested in my case, took all my information, and then 2 months later, she didn't even get to my case, and she, basically flaked me off. She promised that she was going to refer me on. That didn't happen. So again, I withdrew within myself, and I felt like I wasn't worth it. And it was a very hard place because fear will trap you in this little bubble, and you'll listen to what it says and it paralyzes. So to break through the trauma is very difficult, and there's so many layers of it, because when you let it takes you to these places within yourself, inside. See, that's that healing from the inside. So it takes you within these places, and to come out of it is a process, but it takes work. However, when I felt the letter, I knew it was thin. I was like, I knew it was rejection, which is a nasty little spirit. So I said, okay, I gotta have the courage to just address it. So I opened it up, read it, and pretty much in essence, they said, oh, we take these cases seriously, investigated, and it was unfounded. I don't know anywhere on this God's green earth that it's okay to not listen to. I gave my power and authority to you to care for me. And in return, you did not listen to me. Not just you. The nurses didn't listen to me. No one listened to me. And it almost cost me my life. I could continue to cry, I have an infection, because I know my body. So for them to tell me that basically I didn't matter, I'm invisible, what I went through was nothing to them, like it was my fault or I just made up the story, it's insulting. So I'm just going to keep writing until somebody hears me. Because at least they could have said, well, we took this serious, we investigated it, it is founded, and we're going to put this in their medical file, there'll be a mark against them, whatever, because that tells me that this won't happen to someone else. That because this is in their file, if it happens to someone else, that person, I have set the foundation for that person to sue them or whatever else, or even the doctors will take this into consideration, and they know it will be a check even within themselves, and they will realize that, oh, I'm not God after all. I'm a human being, and I need to consider the other person that gives me their authority. So if you're going to do plastic surgery in Albuquerque, New Mexico, keep in mind that MARSA, I think it's called Marposa, is plastic surgery. Jeffrey Morehouse, Dr. Jeffrey Morehouse, beware. Now, I will say this. He did shape my breasts well, but he did not give me all of the information to have the surgery. He did not discuss infections with me. Certain things he did not discuss with me. And because he did not discuss these things with me, it didn't turn out well. Not only that, the most important thing is he did not listen to me. He did not care for his patient, the person who gave her his authority. I gave you the authority to take care of me, to put my life in your hands. And this is what happens. And not just him, it was another doctor at the nursing facility, which at this moment, I can't remember her name because I don't have the paper in front of me. And I don't want to misquote her name. But it was I can't even remember the facility. But I will, the next Charlie's Voyages, I'll give you all of that information so that you can be prepared and beware of these facilities and these doctors. And I'll do my best to give you some information on how to protect yourselves from these greedy animals or disrespectful human beings. So I am still pursuing this matter. The state's attorney general did give me some information. The person that was working my case, I called her and she was kind. And she said, I will look into this matter a little deeper. And then she contacted me back and gave me some suggestions on